Hi, in this video I'm gonna share how can we make ready our LEMP stack, like installing Nginx, installing Mysql server and PHP, so we can start developing our project in LEMP stack. So to follow this video we should have a Linux installed up and running in our computer. So I'm gonna start by installing Nginx web server. To start with installation of Nginx web server, we will update our local repository with sudo apt get update. So it will ask for password. So as you can see, it's updating its local repository. Once done, we can start installing Nginx. So sudo apt get install Nginx. I already have Nginx installed, so I'm not going to install again, but this is the command, as you know. So if I hit enter, it will start downloading and installing Nginx for you. So once you're done, you can check if the Nginx installed successfully or if there is any problem by typing Nginx, this one. So Nginx version is 1.18.0, so you should have probably a latest version, and that's okay. So once we have Nginx installed, next step will be installing Mysql database. The command we should run is sudo apt get install Mysql server. So again, after write this command, hit enter, it will start installing Mysql server in your machine. Once you're done, you can check if the Mysql installed successfully or not with Mysql and -- version. So you will see this is the latest version of Mysql installed on my machine. You will probably see further latest version in your case, I don't know. So once you have Mysql installed, we need to set up an user for Mysql. So once you have installed Mysql, you will be able to enter in Mysql with root user, like sudo Mysql. I'm not gonna in because I already changed my password of root user for Mysql. So once you, but in your case you're gonna in Mysql mode, then you can change your root user password. So I'm gonna tell you how you can change your password for user root. So the command, once you are in Mysql, so I'm gonna log in as root user with password. In my case, as I changed my password, I cannot go without a password. I cannot log in without a password. So but you will, as you haven't set any password and you have a fresh Mysql copy, so you're gonna in with sudo Mysql command. But anyway, after login, what you will see, I will show you sudo Mysql user root. It will ask. So once you are in, you will see in Mysql mode So you can see the user in your MySQL by typing select user, the column name, sorry, should be like this, user and host from with this query. You can see, no, actually I have the wrong query, so it should be not semicolon but should be MySQL. Okay, with this query you will able to see the user columns below in MySQL table and the host. So we have an user and we can change the password for the user root. In your case the password is empty, so you need to set a password to be able to connect with MySQL as a user. So to change the password of root user or to set a password, in your case because you don't have a password, actually the password is empty, so to set a password for the user root, the query we need to run, I'm gonna type in, so alter user root at localhost identified with, we need to see what kind of password is using. So it in MySQL version 8 it is catching SHA-2 password. So this is the SHA version the MySQL using currently. So by here will be your password. So password, I usually use root as a password, whatever. You can set your own password with and hit enter after the semicolon, so it will change your password and set your password. And after you have changed your password you will be able to log in. So I will exit from MySQL. So now you can log in MySQL with your new password without sudo. So you can type MySQL u is the root and -p, so it will ask for password and you're gonna type your password like this and you're gonna in. So you have installed Nginx, you have up and running MySQL server. So the next one will be installing PHP. So to install PHP, sudo apt-get install PHP, we hit enter. So PHP will be installed in your local machine, and after that you can check with PHP version. You will see the PHP version, in my case it's 7.4.3. Once we have PHP installed, we will need to install PHP FPM, which is another helper package of PHP which will communicate to our database MySQL in the backend in Nginx environment. So to install that module, we need the command we need to run is apt-get install PHP FPM PHP MySQL. So once you hit enter, it will install that module for you. We have installed PHP FPM module. We need to change some setting in php.ini file. We need to search this file and change some setting. So I'm gonna find that file cd/etc should be in PHP. So let me check. So ls-l, yeah, it is. So it is in cd 7.4. I'm gonna in that directory, and again ls-l. So here is the fpm, so cd fpm again, and ls-l. Here is the file I'm searching for, php.ini. So I'm gonna open that file. So with the editor, sudo xcd php.ini, and here you go. So this is the file. We need to change some setting here. Sorry for my setting, it's quite dark because I set a dark theme for my Linux. So all comments are dark here, dark blue. We need to change a parameter here. I will search for that. So the parameter we need to change is cgi dot fix underscore pathin. So by default it is commented, so we need to take out the comment and we need to change to 0 instead of 1, but you will find 1 here. So once you changed, so save that file and close it. After that we need to restart our PHP processor to implement the change we made just now. So we can do it by sudo systemctl system control restart PHP 7.4 -fpm. So the command would be the PHP module you have. Command would be based on the PHP module you have. So in my case it's PHP 7.4. If it is PHP 7.8 or PHP 8 in your case, so the command should be changed. So after, we need to tell Nginx to use PHP processor for dynamic content. So by default there is a server block we can configure, and we will find a file which by default provided by Nginx, and we can change the file and tell Nginx to process our content. So the file is located in, let me go within that directory. So it should be in cdtc/nginx/sites available and ls-l. So that is the default file. We can change that file, but in my case I have other projects there, so this is why you see phpMyAdmin and shop. So those are different files for process and to point to different directory. So if I open the default file, sudo within my editor xed default, it's look like similar this. So you need to comment out some of them, like you need to comment out the server default, and you need to set a directory here. So by default, how does this work? So the server name I set as html.test. It means this is the default directory which will be processed by Nginx when you type this host in browser. And don't forget to comment out also location. So try 404 page, and comment out this line as well, and comment out also this line. So once you have changed this file and save it, then you can test your configuration file for syntax error by typing sudo nginx -t. So in my case it fires an error. It's searching for some file I removed before. So now I fix that, and if you run, in your case it should be this one, like nginx t, it should be this one, and it should say syntax is okay and test is successful. It should be. So now you have everything ready. You can restart your nginx, sudo service nginx. Now you have everything ready, and if you go your browser, I'll open a new window. So here if you type localhost, you will see something like that. So it's saying actually nginx is configured and ready for use. So what we can do is, so going to cd/var www/html ls-l, I have created a file there, so which is index.php. Once you traverse var www.html, the directory will be empty, and you can add a file called index.php and add this code. I'm gonna open that file actually to let you see. So xcd index.php, see here. So I added only this code here in this file index.php. So opening PHP tag, closing PHP tag, PHP info, and save that. So in our browser, if you type our host, which was html.test, we will see that file executing just we created before. So our machine is full ready for web development. Thank you for watching, and see you at next.